What's up, y'all? It's your boy Brian Ash, aka the Handsome Fister. As you can tell, I'm in a different location. I'm in Oakville, Ontario, at the Sandman Hotel for the weekend to do some work. And as you can tell by the title, it says New Me. So I'll get to the new me part in a minute, but let me get to some backstory and some back history on your boy Brian Ash, aka the Handsome Fister. So, when I was 19, almost 20 years old, I got married for the first time. And we had a couple children, beautiful children, but we got divorced. And I don't think I was fully 100% prepared to be a father at that time. I was young and ignorant. So, and also I was hanging out with a lot of bad people, a lot of toxic people. Like a lot of gang members and you know, some wannabe gang members, and it was toxic. And I was given an opportunity through my place of employment to travel for work. So I traveled for work, and I was on the road for a long time. I worked a lot of hours, 7 days a week, 84 plus hours a week, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, sometimes more, sometimes, and so I got addicted to that because of the money. I was making a lot of money, and I was able to do whatever I wanted to do, which was awesome. I put out an album. The album cost me a lot of money. I was able to put out a Silas Rage album. I was able to do some other things in music. I started a couple record labels, started a publishing company, and it was a lot of fun. And but I still wasn't happy. Like I was never happy, and I always found myself surrounded by negative, toxic people. And so I kept staying on the road, staying on the road, staying on the road, staying on the road. And like so much, like 12, 13, 14 years. So I pretty much missed the majority and the bulk of my first two children's lives. No, that's not their fault. It was my fault 100%. I was selfish. I got addicted to money, and I got addicted to traveling, being on the road, and doing what I needed to do. And then I was remarried, and that one ended, or is ending. And so that was, I'll get to that whole story on another video. That's not for this. And so March 29, 2018, I was in an automobile accident where I was driving home from work at 3:30 in the morning, and I struck a pedestrian. I was driving a Ford F-250 Super Duty, and I was traveling at 50 miles an hour, and I didn't see him, and I hit him, and he passed away. Sadly passed away. And he was wearing all black. I couldn't see him. Come to find out, he had a blood alcohol level content of 0.27 or something. And so that fucked with me. That fucked with my head a lot. And so with that being said, like, I went back out on, like, I went back out on the road. I was in Toledo, but something was missing in my life. And so my youngest at the time was 3 years old, turning 4, and I was sitting there thinking, like, I didn't want to miss the bulk of his life like I did my first two children. So I made a conscious decision to try and find new employment to where I could be home more. I know that's kind of funny, I'm talking about this shit while I'm in a hotel room, but I found employment to where travel is minimal, and they're giving me an opportunity to go back to school to better myself and better my career. So that's part of the new me part. That's part of it. So they've given me an opportunity to go back to school, which I start in September 9th. I start school. There's some registration, like I got a registration on Monday. I got some other things to do this week to get ready and prepared for it. But Um, I was miserable for pretty much the bulk of my adult life and a lot of my teenage years due to, as you can see the scars, I had a juvenile angiofibroma, which is a vascular tumor, and it took a lot of operations to get rid of and some radiation to get rid of it, and it was crazy. And I'll get to that topic at a different point too, because this is where I have become from then to now. So I'll get to all of that shit too. This is like a new me part 1, I guess. And so I was on the road, I was traveling, I was making a lot of money. I was trying to find me. And I heard a lot of people on the way. There's no doubt about it. I heard a lot of people on the way of trying to find myself. And so I was addicted to money. I've said that. I have an addictive personality. So I was addicted to money, and I was addicted to, material things like the new car, like the F-250. Like, I didn't need that shit. I don't tow nothing. I never towed anything. I don't even think I ever planned on towing shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, in my mind, I got it because I just wanted the shit. But I mean, I didn't need it, and I in turn didn't want it. So like, it cost too much money. I didn't need it. So I'm learning to scale myself back and only get things that I need to either better help my career, better help my YouTube channel, better help my stream, better help my music, better help the companies that I'm involved with in music. So I'm scaling back my personal spending and my stupid spending in order to become a better me and a more positive me. And then also I noticed that like, was it yesterday or the day before, I woke up, I didn't have Red Bull at the house, there was no Mountain Dew at the house, I was drinking tea, which there's some caffeine in tea but not a lot, but and so I got a migraine. I developed a migraine, and I had a migraine all fucking day, all the way up until this morning when I cracked open a Red Bull first thing this morning and drank it. So I'm addicted. I am addicted to Red Bull. So I spoke to somebody that I went to high school with. His name is Aaron. I'm not gonna say his last name. Don't know if he wants me to, but I talked to him because he is in super good shape and he's a super awesome guy. And I told him, look, man, I have a problem. I'm addicted to caffeine. I'm unhealthy, and I need to get back to me from when he knew me when we were in high school together. And so he showed me some things and told me some things, and I got some teas and some other stuff to help me wean myself off, which I'm looking forward to leaving Oakville to start that process, because it's something I can't do by myself. So I'm going to start that process when I get home, probably Tuesday morning, because it's an in-depth process that's going to take me a lot of time to get over my addiction to caffeine and other things. And so more backstory, like, I got addicted to painkillers. Like, I loved painkillers. I loved them, and that was part of the reason why I was on the road hiding, because I didn't know how to handle that. And then if it wasn't for my buddy Jay Wells, who saw me when we were working together in Boston, Massachusetts, and he helped me get through that. So, I mean, it was a short period of time, but it got really bad. So it was a really short period of time to where it was a problem, but he helped me through that. So, yeah, so with that being said, let me break it down. So, 2 divorces, 3 kids. Didn't spend much time with my first 2 kids, trying to make that up with them and trying to be in the youngest life as much as possible while I'm going through this difficult time. but also my addictive personality, which has gotten me from addicted to painkillers, addicted to money, addicted to caffeine, addicted to women, fast women, which I'll get to that at another time. And so I came up on March 29th, 2018, when that car accident happened, opened my eyes to me and what I really wanted and what I really needed in my life. And it didn't matter to me what anybody else thought, and it still doesn't matter to me what anybody else thinks about what's best for me, because I know what's best for me. I know what I want to do. I know what I need to do. I know what's best for my life. So I did a purge of some toxic people on my social medias today. I've done purges on other things. I've done personal purges to where I've gotten rid of toxic people in my life, where I don't need to talk to them. I don't need them anymore. I don't need their friendship. I don't need shit from those people. I don't need anything but positive motivation and gratitude and appreciation, because I've done a lot of good things for some shitty people that didn't fucking deserve it. And so that hurt me, and that jaded me, and that made me what I am and who I am. And so, like, I apologize to the good people I've hurt. I apologize to the positive people I hurt. I apologize for a lot of the dumb shit that I've done, but I can't do anything about that now except for to become a better me tomorrow. And this new me, this new thing, like, I am going to get addicted to school. I'm going to get addicted to my happiness. I'm going to get addicted to my work. I'm going to get addicted to my side work. And I am going to get addicted to the good people who have never let me down in life, and the new people in my life who have never let me down and who deserve the best out of me. So I know this was long. I know this was raw. I know I jumped around a bit, but I just hope y'all appreciate this. And it's your boy Brian Esch, aka the Handsome Fister. Peace.